I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, spoiler alert. We're going to be doing the death of Stalin.
We did it already, didn't we?
No.
This is a pick
Oh,
episode.
you're right. Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah. So
You're all here.
So I was in that kind of mind frame. So I remembered this story and I thought I'd share it with you all. It kind of ties in.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't know you were going to talk about a heist.
Oh, it wasn't
Kind
much of
of.
a heist.
So that's what I'm also talking about. The Tiblisi bank heist, 1907.
Around the same time, too.
Yeah. It's
Where are we?
Modern day Tiblisi, which is in Georgia,
Okay.
which is part of, at the time, the Russian Empire.
That's where Stalin's from.
And he is in this story.
Okay.
Southern gentleman.
Yes. So this is the early days of the Bolsheviks. It's
Okay.
before the revolution.
They're
They're-
growing.
They're all on
They're mostly slam poets still at this point.
right. Yes.
Right on.
They're all on lists for the Okhrana, which is the Russian Tsar's secret police that are, hunting these guys.
Not doing a good enough job.
Lenin is in exile at this point out in, I think he's in Berlin at this particular moment. Stalin kind of made his name as being a tough guy.
He's like a thug.
He's a thug. He's a criminal.
The
He's
Butcher,
a
right?
robber.
Wasn't that his nickname? Was the Butcher? before he became-
Stalin means man of steel. He gave
He
himself
made that name up.
Hell
Yeah.
I didn't know this, by the way. Did you guys know that Hitler's last name wasn't Hitler?
What was it?
This is a true story. I just found this out. I can't believe it.
I didn't know that.
Hitler's father changed their last name to Hitler.
Mm.
They're originally, I think it was Schickelgruber, which is literally means money grubber.
Is that really?
Well,
The irony that he's going to come to power. And
There
we
are
gotta go
stories
after
out there that say he was secretly Jewish. I don't know how true that is, but if your name is Money Grubber.
There's a self-loathing thing in there too. But yeah, I didn't know that one. So Stalin gave himself the name too?
Yeah.
What was his actual name? That's what I always like to know.
Oh, God.
putting you on
It's,
the
it's
spot.
very
Sergey
Russian.
something.
Yeah,
You can get it up. Yeah.
Yeah, what's his real
Nothing
name?
gay about the steel man.
A man
Uh,
of steel.
Joseph. Well, hold on. No, because this is giving me his fucking.
Stalin.
What is Stalin's original name?
Where is
How hard is this to find? This is a quick one.
Because it says, because Stalin comes up. I put in Stalin real name. It says Joseph Vissarionovich
That's it.
Yeah.
Stalin.
Vissarionovich.
I think it's Vissarionovich.
Okay. So like I said, he's kind of like running a gang of robbers, bandits
Mhm.
in this Georgian backcountry.
Getting money for the fucking Bolsheviks.
He is a Bolshevik, and he's kind of like in charge of getting cash for them. They get
Protection
tipped
rackets,
off
all that
by
stuff.
his friend who works at the brand new Tiblisi bank that's being built, that there's going to be a shipment coming from St. Petersburg by stagecoach of 341,000 rubles.
Midnight tonight. They're hitting Duncan's toy chest.
5 floors of cash.
Some wacky, plucky kid is gonna fucking swing bullshit.
That's $3.1 million in today's money.
Okay.
Right? This is a big haul if they can pull this off.
Mm.
So they get the date that it's going to be coming into town. They don't know exactly when, so they're going to have to stake out the area, right? It's June 26, 1907. They get like 10 guys. They stand around in the square in disguises. Like one guy's holding a newspaper, another guy's dressed up as a soldier, and they're like just waiting for the
Casing the
stagecoach
area.
to pull in.
One's got a Reagan mask on.
Yeah. Middle of
I feel like this looks very suspicious. 10 dudes in a courtyard, just like
I'm sure they're moving around. So finally, the stagecoach pulls into the square. It's like maybe 2 blocks away from the bank, and it's got it's an armored like stagecoach. It's got a guy with a shotgun, much like you see in the Old West movies, and then behind it is another carriage with a bunch of soldiers in it to protect it,
backup.
and Cossacks like on horseback that are guarding the thing.
Yeah.
Right
Not an easy haul.
now, Stalin and all his guys have grenades and revolvers and everything, and the element of surprise. So the guy with the newspaper sitting on a bench kind of just tips, and that signals everybody to attack at the same time. So they massacre the soldiers. and throw grenades at the carriage and everything. It kills the guy on the carriage. The horses are all mangled. They start running.
It's like when Sonny gets whacked in the Godfather in the toll booth.
They end up scoring a death toll of like 40 people.
Holy shit!
This is the crowd. The square is crowded too.
Yeah.
The death of one is a tragedy. But
Yes.
a million is just a statistic.
Very good. Yeah. The man himself. This guy Kamo, who's Stalin's friend, he's in his gang. He's got a carriage himself. He's the getaway driver.
Okay.
He chases down the horses which have run away with the money. They stop it.
He shoots the bus driver, right?
So he grabs the money. They get away. They get to a safe house that they have in town. They hide out for a few days. And little by little, they shuffle the money out of the country to Finland, where Lenin is waiting for it.
Okay.
So they get the money to where it needs to go. The problem with that is this money is all marked. The high bills, anyway. They have 500 ruble notes. So they can't use most of it. So this was a waste of time for everybody.
Oof.
But the Okhrana still wants to arrest all these guys and hunt them down.
Yeah, I mean, they killed 40 people.
This guy Kamo gets picked up. They track him down. He's kind of known as like a dummy. They track him down in Germany, and they bring him back to St. Petersburg. They torture him. They put him in jail on trial. He will maintain.
I have a dumb question.
What's up?
He's like extradited?
Yeah. Well, the secret police will just go
And grab
yeah,
you? Okay.
Right. Yeah. It's Europe in the early 20th century.
Okay, I got
it. There's still all monarchies at this point. It's before World War One.
Yeah.
So, all Nick has to do is call up Willie and say, I'm sending some guys in.
And they get him.
So they get this guy, and he will maintain for the rest of his life that he's insane. Like, that's his defense.
I'm crazy.
Yes. And he will, while he's in prison, eat his own shit and like set himself on fire and do wacky shit.
Everything
Yes.
would just say he's
just
crazy.
like
I don't know,
keep saying
maybe he
he's
was
crazy, trying to get
I
up.
feel like eating your own shit is.
He's on
pretty
trial.
crazy.
Like, they have him shuffling through the system to like mental hospitals and stuff for years and years and years until 1917. Look what happens. His
Yep.
boys are in power, and they let him out of prison finally.
And like he's
yeah.
out and he's still eating shit. He was fucking crazy.
It wasn't lying.
But yeah, that's how Stalin kind of made his bones.
What
in the party.
happens to the guy after?
Kamo?
Yeah.
Oh, Stalin gave him like a job.
Yeah.
Like throughout the 30s.
Until Stalin was like, yeah, you're too liked. And
he was killed
Yeah.
in the purges. Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
It's usually how it goes if you're friends with Joe.
Yeah.
We did it, Joe. Yup.
We did it.
Yeah, but, so
Those
that's like his
gulags.
big like heist, I guess.
Yeah, that's what kind of put him on the map and got him like as a part of the inner circle.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
I wonder how much they actually made out with though, because they couldn't use a lot of those bills. Like
They made, like I said, they made out with all that money, the $3.1 million worth, but
how much did
most
they
of it was
use?
unusable.
Yeah.
Well, once Lenin comes back in 1917,
Yeah, I'm sure they had it sitting on ice.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Sitting on ice.
They probably traded with it. Honestly, they probably gave it to like a German.
Well, they tried
guy.
they actually tried to launder it out of the country, but like the government tipped off all the European banks. And
Okay.
it was, so yeah. It
Don't
did-
take these marked bills.
Yeah.
What was the year on this one, too? This is obviously.
It's 1907 was the heist.
Damn. All
Yeah.
right. So you're actually pre-World War One.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's trippy, man.
Young Stalin.
Young
Yeah.
Stalin.
We need that as
handsome
a-
guy.
Yeah,
you ever see a
apparently he
picture
was
of
a
him?
looker.
No, we
Look him
need, we need that as a show. Like how they have like Young Rock and
Young Sherman,
young
Sheldon.
He definitely,
young Chris. Is that the Chris?
Everybody
Rock show?
hates Chris.
Everybody hates
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have all these young shows. Young Stalin
Stalin.
about his early
Young
adventures.
Stalin was a looker. He does not look Russian. I'll
Well,
say
he's
that.
not. He's Georgian.
Just but if you look at him, it's like,
Oh wow, he is handsome. That's a
Yeah,
striking man.
you would.
You're a handsome man, Mr. Stalin.
You would, right?
I understand.
I think we all would.
That guy can roll into like any club and walk away with chicks.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I play bass in the Strokes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's why they call him the Man of Steel, I guess, because it steals your girl.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.